The Screen Rant website has published a new article about the Power Rangers reboot, and although this is still a positive development for the franchise's new universe, it was actually a bit disappointing. Cosmic Fury ended in 2023, and this was the last season of Power Rangers, which closed the 30-year cycle of that universe that began in 1993. Despite this, the reboot has been in the works since well before 2023, so it hasn't been 2 years since they started creating the new universe. It's been longer than that. This is normal, as reboots take a long time because it's almost like creating a new franchise from scratch, and that takes a lot of work. Market research must be conducted, the right people must be found to work on the project, Hasbro's approval must be obtained every step of the way, and many other important things that go into creating a new fantasy world. Despite this, the reboot is supposedly set to begin filming in January 2026, which means we should have had more concrete news or leaks by now. However, what they wrote in the news article on the Screen Rant website was pretty much the same thing we've been hearing all along, and I'll summarize it for you so you can understand what I'm saying. The news says that the new Power Rangers concept will not use anything from Sentai and that this will give the franchise complete freedom to create everything from scratch without any restrictions. They also say that this new universe will be created to adapt to the modern world of streaming, which is quite obvious since the series will be released on the Disney platform. The news also confirms that the new universe will have no connection to the old universe or the mighty Morphin, basically everything will be new. This is the only part that had something new since we all knew it was going to be a new universe, but there were many rumors all this time and no one was sure if the old universe was going to have any connection to the new universe. According to a supposed story that was leaked several months ago, the reboot was going to be set in the future, but it was going to be a future in the same timeline as the old universe. Now, according to the news from Screen Rant, the new universe will have no connection to the old universe, so that idea of a story in the future in the same timeline as the old universe has been ruled out. Another thing mentioned in this Screen Rant news story is that the reboot will have a more connected story, with better narrative, continuity, and a more consistent design. We already knew all these things, even in the Cosmic Fury series they had already begun to create a more connected story, with better narrative, continuity, and a more consistent design. We have been talking about all these things for a long time, and it is unfortunate that the little news we get about the reboot is redundant. We are not blaming Screen Rant for this news because, if this is the only information they have or can disclose, then that's all there is, and there's nothing else we can do. The same thing has happened to me, as many people have demanded new news about the reboot, but the reality is that there is nothing more to say since Hasbro has not wanted to show anything else. As I am creating this video, there are only 37 days left until the end of 2025, and we still haven't seen anything about the reboot that is supposed to begin filming in January 2026. This is a little worrying because, if Hasbro wants the new project to be successful, then they need to keep the audience a little more connected to everything that is happening with the reboot, and to achieve this, they need to publish more news about the new series. The best way to achieve this is by connecting with content creators who are responsible for spreading all the news about the franchise. This will give them massive publicity that will reach many fans, but also others who could become new Power Rangers fans. Let's hope that before filming begins, we can get some real news about the reboot and not just repeated information that we've already analyzed in depth several times.